What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Real Talk. And as always, we cover the latest movie news for you guys. So let's get right to it. The first episode of June, episode 15. Wow. Alright, guys, so let's start with the trailers like always. We have a brand new one for Baby Driver. I'm so excited for this movie. So check it out.
So here's the thing. I'm looking at some of the country's finest thugs, and of course, young Mozart in a go-kart over there. People love great bank robbery stories, so let's give them something bold and brazen as...
Alright, guys, as you can tell, it looks really good. It looks so good. It's like amazing how weird how psyched I am for this movie. But yeah, man, this is just making me more and more excited. It's I hope I didn't see too much of the movie, but I don't think so. I just basically, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't think I seen too much. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. The cast looks great. Edgar Wright makes such great movies, and I'm so excited. I don't know why I keep doing this. Alright, guys, so let's move on to the next trailer, and that's for a movie called American Made, starring Tom Cruise, directed by Doug Liman, and check that one out.
You trust me?
No.
We're expanding operations, Barry.
The devil you know, the devil you know, the devil you don't. The devil you know, the devil you don't.
Roscoe dug this up in the backyard. There are bills blowing around everywhere.
I'll rake it up in the morning.
Alright, guys, color me shocked. I actually really liked it. I'm looking forward to it. Doug Liman and Tom Cruise has worked before in Edge of Tomorrow. And yeah, I really liked them working there. This movie looks like it's action-packed. It looks funny. It's just, Tom Cruise looks really good. And so I'm really excited, guys. Let me know what you guys think on the comments down below. Alright, guys, so let's dive into the movie news. And it's kind of a interesting segue because the first movie news is about Aquaman. So yeah, guys, the news is that the events of the film are confirmed to be taking place after the Justice League events. So what do I think? I like it because I was kind of scared that all these standalone movies after Justice League were going to be origin stories and stuff like that. And Wonder Woman did it right and Patty Jenkins knocked it out of the park. But I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, okay, we're going to go through this phase and stuff like that. But it's something new, something different, because we're not going to get his origin story per se. Maybe some bits and pieces in the flashbacks or something that we don't know yet. James Wan is very, not secretive, but kind of, you know, okay, we'll show you this and this, not everything. So because of James Wan and his previous work, I have faith, and especially after Wonder Woman, let's hope DC Justice League is good as well. So this is interesting, a new take to it. You know, usually we get those, like I said, we get the origin stories in, but no, this time it's just going to be after Justice League and what's going on and stuff like that. So it's going to be really interesting to look at. Alright, guys, moving on with the superhero news. We have some Netflix stars moving on to the New Mutants cast. And that's 13 Reasons Why's Henry Zaga and Stranger Things Charlie Heaton. They both got cast as Sunspot and Cannonball, respectively. So yeah, what do I think about the news? I mean, I haven't seen 13 Reasons Why, but I heard, you know, nothing but good things about it. And Stranger Things was really good, and I think Charlie did a phenomenal job in that as well. Underrated in my opinion. So yeah, these guys as Sunspot and Cannonball, it's great. They join. Seems like every week I report new casting, which is really cool. They join Macy Williams from Game of Thrones, another TV show, and we have Anna Taylor-Joy from Split, and again Rosario Dawson. And I think, I'm not sure if there's another casting. Might have forgotten someone, so sorry, but if I do, I'm gonna put them up there. So but yeah, guys, the cast looks really good so far. It's shaping up to be a great cast, and kind of it fits with this whole tone of it being a horror movie. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Yeah, and moving on to the next story is that Dwayne Johnson is being eyed for Wolfman for the Dark Universe for Universal. So I mean, if he gets cast in that, obviously perfect physique for a Wolfman. But I don't know. It'll be kind of weird to see him as Wolfman. Like, so far we have great. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. Like, he's a great action star. But I don't know. We have like a specific actors for the role so far. We have Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, kind of perfect. We have Javier Bardem as Frankenstein's monster, which is pretty cool. We have Russell Crowe playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I believe so. So that's pretty cool as well. We have Sophia Boutelle playing the Mummy, and Tom Cruise maybe playing Van Helsing. We don't know yet, but we have those kind of specific. So like throwing in The Rock, I think he will fit with that cast, but I don't know. It just seems kind of off. But I'm open to it if they announce tomorrow, hey, he's cast as Wolfman. I'm happy. I'm gonna go see it either way. Just like I'm gonna see Mummy this weekend. But yeah, like I said, he fits the physique, and maybe hopefully this would require a bit more acting chops for The Rock, because Wolfman's story is pretty interesting. So if he can pull it off, I mean, it'll be pretty cool, really interesting to see him in that role. Alright guys, so moving on to the next movie news is that Doug Liman was being interviewed again. He was on the MTV's podcast, I believe, and he revealed that Edge of Tomorrow sequel is going to be the last in the franchise. So it's literally just 1, 2, and that's it. Usually, there's 3, like a trilogy and stuff like that. But he said the story concludes in the 2nd chapter, which I kind of like. I don't like that a lot of people, like a lot of times, like a movie's successful, and Edge of Tomorrow, I feel like it was successful for the movie. Like it just had a horrible marketing campaign, but the movie ended up being a huge surprise for me. So when a movie's kind of like that, they don't really necessarily greenlit like sequels right away. But Doug Liman is gonna go ahead and do the sequel, and like he said, he revealed this is gonna be the last one. So I respect that in the sense of like maybe the studio's let's milk it, and he's like, no, you know what? I have the story for that requires 2 films, and I just want to be done with them, And I respect that, like I said. So hopefully, I mean, he can do that, because a lot of times, if let's say number 2 comes out, Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, and it's super successful, the studio is gonna be like, you know what? No, you're gonna make another one. So hopefully that's not the case. I mean, hopefully it's successful. But yeah, I respect that he said, you know what, it's just 2 and that's it. So yeah, that should be interesting to go into the film knowing, okay, this is, now the real threats and stuff like that. When it's going to be a trilogy, like when this character's in trouble or in peril, whatever, you're like, nah, he's going to survive. There we greenlit the sequel, for a trilogy. So it's always nice to see that. So moving on to the next topic. Alright guys, moving on to some more casting news is that Hailee Steinfeld from Edge of 17, True Grit, and she's also a singer. She's being considered for the role, for the main role actually, in the Bumblebee spinoff. And I mean, she's been really good so far. I haven't seen True Grit, but I've seen her in Edge of 17, and she was great. So I feel like, for some reason, I feel like she's a perfect fit for a Bumblebee spinoff movie. Because the way Bumblebee's character is, it'll be kind of like interesting to see a girl owner of Bumblebee now, if that's the whole aspect they're gonna take. Like, oh, she's gonna be the owner now or something like that. And this is gonna be before or after the events of the new Transformers movie. We don't know. So if it's after, we know that Bumblebee survives, because in the trailer, it seems like he gets demolished by Optimus Prime. So maybe it's even before Shia LaBeouf's character had him in the first Transformers movie. So we'll see. We'll get to see. I'm really interested in her being in this role. I think it fits. So I like it. Alright guys, moving on with another piece of casting news is that Thomas Middleditch is joining Millie Bobby Brown, Kyle Chandler, Via Farmiga, O'Shea Jackson Jr. in the Godzilla sequel, Godzilla King of Monsters. And this cast is very interesting and very great. And Thomas Middleditch, I at least heard his voice in the Captain Underpants movie. He did a great job in that, I feel. And I haven't seen Silicon Valley, but I heard nothing but great things about that show, and him being one of the reasons. So like I said, the cast is looking great. Michael Dougherty did Trick or Treat, which I freaking love that movie. That movie, when it came out, I could not stop watching it. It's one of my Halloween traditions now, that around that time in October, even on Halloween Day, I put on Trick or Treat. It's so good. So I'm very interested to see what Michael Dougherty does in Godzilla, and I believe it comes out 2019, and then leading up to 2020 to Godzilla versus King Kong. So yeah, guys, I like the casting. I feel like he's going to be cast as that like comedian role, because none of the other actors are known for comedy. I'm pretty sure they could pull off comedy, but he's kind of from Silicon Valley, and he has that. I think he's done even the Verizon commercials, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he can pull it off, and I'm excited, and I can't wait for the Godzilla sequel. Alright guys, and talking about Godzilla and King Kong, we have a director for Godzilla vs. King Kong coming out in 2020, and that's Adam Wingard. And I believe he did The Guest, he directed Blair Witch, and he directed Your Next, which was great. And I think he directed the newest, the Death Note movie, it's called Death Note, for Netflix. I think he directed that as well. Yeah, he did. So yeah guys, what do I think about the decision for him as director? I think based on his filmography, he's going to do a great job, interesting job. He's done some work on other like horror-based things, and not necessarily that I think Godzilla vs. King Kong should be horror, but I think coming from like a lot of directors now they're picking them for like smaller stuff, and okay, here's a big movie like Colin Trevorrow, Gareth Edwards, Ryan Johnson, just to name a few. So I feel like Adam would be no different, and hopefully he has a good vision for Godzilla vs. King Kong. That movie's going to be massive. So yeah, I like the decision, and I can't wait to see that movie, and I can't even wait to see Godzilla 2, like I just said. So that was pretty much it, guys. A short episode, at least for me. Not a lot of movie news, not a lot of trailers. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later this week with some reviews, like reviews for The Mummy. This Friday, starring Tom Cruise. I'm kind of excited to see that movie. Expect nothing but a fun time. And yeah, as always, guys, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Real Talk with 2Ks. Don't forget to check out my rest of the channel. I have reviews for Wonder Woman, a spoiler discussion for that as well. I have reviews for Baywatch, Alien Covenant, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, a bunch of other videos, guys. If you guys like movies and film in general, go check those out, and subscribe if you guys like the channel for more content like this. Alright guys, so until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Peace.